Hello everyone, welcome back again to another video. Today, just like the title, I'm going to talk and yap. Oh, and I'm going to talk and yap a lot for The Boys Season 5 Episode 7. Oh boy, I cannot believe it. I don't understand. You know, I'm a guy who's rarely doesn't pick up trends, a lot of people out there, they watch amazing shows, right? From the likes of Breaking Bad to Game of Thrones. Sadly, I haven't watched any of those. I know, it's weird. like me, like as a reviewer, as someone who wants to talk about movies and TV shows that I've watched, for someone like me to never watch, Breaking Bad or any of the other famous TV show is weird, right? But then you look at like Game of Thrones, right? A lot of people have like, terrible reviews after the whole debacle that is season 8, I think. And I thought, I'm never gonna get that. I'm never going to watch a season that I really love from the first season to end with the final season being me hating it. And turns out I was wrong. And it would be so funny that it is the second time I was wrong. And I really hope it's not. But my god, I already have a bad feeling about the finale of The Boys Season 5. I cannot believe it. I honestly cannot believe it. So, what happened in this episode? There are deaths. Again, there are deaths that I was like, okay, that's good. Finally, there are some stakes. But the problem is, it's like the characters that you just don't kind of care. You care, right? You understand the story, but like if you remember like the previous seasons, their arc is just not good, And then I know I don't want my reviews to be political, and stuff like that. But like I just there's a lot of stuff that you just know that like some characters just are like, damn, they just, okay, what's next? Why is only this character? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like what I mean is like, I don't want to be political, right? But like, I get it. Homelander is like a Trump thing now, right? And I get it. There are some panel or like some scenes that sort of from the panel of the comics, but like, I don't know. It's just. Like, this is episode 7. There isn't a lot happening with Homelander. Especially after, what happened in the previous episode. Again, I guess spoiler for previous episode. I don't know why you watched this review without, finishing the previous episode. But Homelander got the V1. Homelander is injected with V1. He should have been way more insane, way more tyrannical, right? Way more controlling the nation of America. Instead, it's like, the scene with the White House, it's here. But it's just like, I don't know, man, it's like, he wants to ban, what was it? I think it was like he wants to ban abortion. I think he wants a mother actually breastfeed their child, and he wants to ban nut milk or something, like oat milk or something like that. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? I don't get it. And then like, okay, like I'm totally understand that villains soups like She-Line and Doc Nut, who's still alive, coming back here again. That's fine. But there's just some stuff that I was just like, damn, come on, man, pick up. It's episode 7. Why it feels like this is still episode 5 or like 4 or 3? Heck, this episode doesn't even make it feel that this season is like the finale of the whole show. It's crazy. This is exact. Like, it's so insane to me. This is exactly what happened in Stranger Things season 5 as well, where episode 7 feels like a drag, or like not episode 7. Wait, yeah, right. I think Stranger Things is until episode 8 or 9. I forgot. But you get what I mean, right? Like it's the before the finale, and yet the episode feels like a drag. Oh yeah, Gen V characters, they're finally here, and guess what? If you watch Gen V, oh boy, I think you're going to hate this season. This is probably like the worst tied in within the spin-off and the main series. And I don't understand, again, Soldier Boy, what the fuck was that plot line? It feels like the writer just gave up on his plot. Anyway, so their plan now is they want to turn Kimiko into Soldier Boy the second, basically. And since they have Sage, they need Sage, but then it was like Frenchie, Kimiko, and Sage. But then like the other group, Huey, Mother's Milk, Starlight, and Butcher, they go to like VOD Studios because like they're trying to find out like what is All Father doing, rounding up people, bringing up psychic soups. And the reason why it's underwhelming, I guess it technically is feed to the plotline of Homelander wanting America to believe that he is the real God. He's the one and only God, right? You know, it kind of makes sense, but like, I don't know, it's like, man, like really? This is, I don't know. And then we get the Deep, oh God, like, I think if you already know the writing of this whole mess, you already know what's going to happen to the Deep pretty much on. I guess the only good parts of this is just more character development between Huey and Butcher. There's a nice cameo from Samuel L. Jackson, I guess. What else? I don't know, like Homelander, yeah, he is still intense. Like, again, Anthony Starr is amazing as an actor, as Homelander. He's intense. But like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. Ashley is here as well. I don't even know, like, she was threatened by Homelander, and like right now, Ashley basically, you know, she doesn't want to listen to her other head. She just wants to be her own. I don't know, man. Again, like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go to the review. And for this episode 7 is a straight up 4 out of 10. It could be 3 out of 10, honestly, but I don't know. I guess there's still some good enough that I was like, okay, at least. You know what? Fuck it. Drop it. I'm gonna drop it anyway. Who cares? It's a 3 out of 10. It's a 3 out of 10. It's so bad. It's hilariously bad. Again, I think I'm just gonna drop the rating for, you know, like episode 4 and episode 5 because no, episode 5, 6, and 4. Yeah, because again, this is where we are now, and it doesn't feel like we are at the end game. Like, this feels like it's still on season 3 or 4. It doesn't feel like this is a season finale. Like, I thought, again, the title is misleading. Like, it's, oh man, it's like, there's so much stuff that I was like, man, whatever. It's 3 out of 10, it's terrible. And honestly, I can't wait for the disappointment that is the final episode. Without further ado, let's just go to the spoiler section in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, what the fuck happened in this episode? So the first scene is Homelander on the White House, in the White House, and then he talks with the president and Ashley, and Ashley is being asked to read the president's mind. Is he afraid of Homelander? And you know, the fake Ashley, or the second head Ashley, is like scared. She wants to say something, but she couldn't, you know, like say it. She's nervous, and so the real Ashley, just said, "Yeah, he's afraid of you. He's afraid of you, Homelander. He doesn't think you as the one true God." And Homelander just go there and smash his head. So the president is dead, and now Ashley is the president. Okay, I don't give a fuck about the president. The president has been like 0 character so far. I don't really give a fuck. So he dies. Who fucking cares? You know, like I care more for Giancarlo Esposito's character. More, I know, what was his name? Negan's character here. More than the president. So, okay, he dies. I'm glad he dies, I guess. Like, there's one more side character's dying. And then the next scene, it's like them, the boys, trying to basically turn Kimiko into the next Soldier Boy. So they put Kimiko, lock her inside a radium, I think? I forget if it's radium or is it uranium. They found out they used the old Soviet, or was it Russian, experiment textbook thing from the place from the lab that Soldier Boy is being, you know, held captive back in season 3, I think? Which I thought was a clever thing to do, to make Kimiko the only soup that they have that have like insane regenerative powers to basically become the next Soldier Boy. But the sad thing is that Sister Sage doesn't want to help them because apparently she doesn't believe in love and she just doesn't care anymore. Sister Sage, man, I don't understand. Again, Sister Sage is such a bad character in this whole episode. Frenchie basically talks with her while she's lobotomized herself and watching Love Island and talks about love, about how Frenchie loves Kimiko so much. You need to understand, he even cries. And Sister Sage is like, okay, fuck it. You know, you cry, fine, that's fine. Alright, I'll do it. I help you. I help Kimiko to actually become the next Soldier Boy. It's so fucking dumb. Like, man. And then the boys go to the VOD studios, but before that, MM and Starlight meets with Gen V's character. I think it was Jordan Lee and Marie Moreau, I think. Again, do you know what happened? The duo, Starlight, basically says, "Fuck off, and we don't need your help. You guys better just run off and escape while you can." To both Gen V characters, and that's the scene. That's it. They did appear again at the end when Starlight and MM saved a bunch of people on VOD Studios, but that's it. There is no build-up. There is no like characterization. Again, I haven't watched Gen V. I didn't watch Gen V. I don't give a fuck about Gen V. But you put a Gen V, like 2 Gen V characters there. At least give a bit of something for them. Like, what the fuck was that? They just appeared for 2 minutes, I think. Like, what? You canceled their season, and now they appear here for 2 minutes. That's it? For Starlight to tell them to fuck off, and at the end Starlight goes back to them and say, you know what, you're right. You know what, you 2 Gen V characters are right. I'm stupid. I shouldn't be naive. I should be hopeful or something like that. Oh my god. Anyway, it's so fucking bad. And then, again, with the vote rising thing, vote studio, I mean, again, where are the security? These 4 individuals that is wanted by everyone, by Homelander. No one managed to see them sneak in to the studio. And then Butcher and Huey go separate ways, of course, with MM and Starlight goes to separate ways. So Butcher and Huey gets into like this stage. Oh yeah, we got, I think one of the better parts in this episode is we get to see more Allfather. I think David Dietz, I forgot his name, the actor's name, but Allfather has been amazing presence. I really like him as a character. And he got like this singing song in the first part, in the opening part, I think. It's a good one. I enjoyed it. I actually really liked that scene. But yeah, the duo Butcher and Huey go to this studio, this studio part, and then they saw a psychic. And I don't know why, but there's like 3 psychic soup in this episode that's bald. And then Cindy is bald, but she doesn't have psychic powers. I mean, yeah, okay, fine, there's no correlation there, but like, why the psychic people, the psychic soups all bald? Like, I don't understand. Is it like some sort of a trademark of psychic soups, I guess? Or maybe just like an inside joke of like Professor X thing? I don't know. But yeah, the duo saw Synapse, I think, this new psychic soup that they need to speak like in the weird way so that Synapse couldn't telepathy and realize that there's like Butcher and Huey there. But the plan failed and Synapse basically like shut the duo minds off and they got kidnapped, basically. They got captured, I mean. And then Starlight and MM goes to like a cinema thing where Allfather is there, which Lean and Dognut and 2 other sidekick, bringing 30 people to watch this new commercial when Jesus Christ comes down from the heaven, gives his crown of thorns to Homelander, and he basically asks for what's the audience thinking, the opinion of the audience. It's basically like a test audience, right? And this basically happened, and he says like to Homelander, it's like only 6 people that actually sees you as a real god or believes you as a real god, the only god, after watching the commercial, after watching the scene. And so the rest of the people is being locked there, and Allfather just leaves. So what happened inside? So Doctor and Shalene, before like massacring the people, they go to like the back part of the cinema, like the I don't know what is that, like the camera room. That's when and Starlight is there, and have this emotional scene where he talks about how he loses hope, how he gains hope, how he, like he saves a bird, and that's how he becomes, like a good person, or like, at least he saved a something, right? Or someone, an animal, right? I thought it was a really good scene, a really touching moment. But then the next scene is like Shalene goes in and she does the cat thing, which is licking her private parts, and then Dognut comes in, and I get it. The comics are vulgar. I get that, but do we really need to have every soups to be vulgar and have this weird fetishes and these weird scenes every time? It's getting a bit boring now. And as you can see, I'm a bit frustrated as well, because Dognut goes inside. He's like, oh, I smell Starlight scent. And then he looks at Shalene, and he starts smelling Shalene butt, and Shalene also starts smelling his butt, and it goes round and round like that, while and Starlight is like watching from the van, and then there's like a rat there, which become important later. First of all, how the fuck that Dognut couldn't smell Starlight or I don't know how. I guess, even though he's supposed to be like a dog, right? Whatever. And after that, there's like a huge fight scene. The two psychic, I forgot what's the name. I think it was like KO something and like Gray Matter or something. They left with Allfather. So Shalene and Dognut start killing the people inside the booth, the 24 people, the non-believers. But then and Starlight comes in. Starlight fights Dognut, and fights Shalene, and Shalene gets shot. But then which is quite smart, shoot like a water dispenser. It agitates Shalene. She gets shot, but obviously since she's just soup, she beats easily. But sees a rat, and he tosses the rat to her, which distracts her, and jabs like 4 syringe, I guess full of drugs, I think, which to her side, to her belly, and it killed her. Which again, I don't know why, but I get it. He doesn't know that there will be Shalene there, but I don't know. It would have been kind of cool if we get to see maybe like bringing chocolate inside the syringe instead of just drug, to kill Shalene. I think that would have been cool than just straight up like injecting 4 syringe filled with like drugs or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But then Dognut fights Starlight, and Starlight managed to beat him, and finally we get to see a bit of Starlight being powerful, I guess you would say. Even though I still think that she's still weak, and I don't know, man, like Dognut's death is also kind of lame. He falls down, she pushes him with her light blast, he goes through a wall, and then he breaks his neck, and that's how he dies. What the fuck? It's so fucking lame, especially for the boys standard. I get it, Starlight is not like Homelander, where Homelander is just like ripping people apart. I get that, but like, I don't know, man, I kind of wish like a bit better death, I guess, a bit more unique death than just breaking his neck by using her light blast. I don't know, but yeah, that's what happened. And then we got the deep subplot. The deep subplot again. It feels like we're back in season 2, season 3, The Deep, where he's pathetic. He goes to this church and there's nothing happening with him. In here, it's like, we fucking get it, he's pathetic. He got kicked by a shark, a hammerhead shark that is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. And because of that, he's so afraid of the water, he calls, I don't know who is the female on the phone, the woman on the phone, but she tells him that's like, well, I mean, there's no land on Las Vegas. You couldn't get a job there. You need to, your job is on the ocean. It's on the water, right? But then when he's calling someone, he's like, there's like a guy who's drowning. And there's like so many people. It's like, the Deep, help him, save him. And the Deep is like, and then he just ran away. Wait, what the? That's the only scene for the Deep. That is the only scene. Oh, that, and also previously, the reason why the Deep is there is because the Deep meets Homelander, and Homelander basically fires him because he no longer needs the Seven. And the whole thing with Black Noir, if you don't, it's so fucking obvious that the Deep is just going to say, "Oh yeah, Black Noir, I killed him," because Black Noir is like speaking hatred to you, Homelander, like speaking terrible stuff about Homelander. That's the whole reason, and and Homelander's like, "Nah, you just fired because like there's no need for the Seven. There's only need for me, like Homelander alone." So that's the whole thing. And then Soldier Boy, he was like meeting with Homelander, and Homelander is like building this Homeland park, and Soldier Boy just wants to leave and like doesn't want to, get his hands on this VOD bullshit with his son bullshit stuff. He just wants to have his own life. But then, and he also like, "You're not a god," to Homelander basically. And Homelander obviously couldn't accept that, and I think Homelander is also a bit proud of his father. I don't think, like, I don't know, man. I think it's like he's still a bit like, he wants that parental figure from Soldier Boy. So, and Soldier Boy is like, "I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for Clara. I'm giving you the V1 for Clara, right?" And it was like that, and then he tries to walk away, and Homelander like chokes him out, and then puts him back into the cryo chamber. And I swear to God, if this is the end of Soldier Boy whole stuff, I'm gonna squeal, bro. It's like the worst plot arc ever with Soldier Boy in season 5, man. It is honestly the worst shit ever. It's like, oh, does he hate Homelander? Does he not hate Homelander? Does he love Homelander? Does he hate Homelander? Does he want to kill Homelander? And then later it's like, oh, it's for Clara, it's for Stormfront, it's for the Nazi girl that he loves bangs with back in the day. Like, Jesus Christ, man, pick a fucking side. Like it's not complex, it's not complicated, it's confusing. The writing is confusing. Anyway, that's the whole thing happened, and the ending, basically, Kimiko successfully followed through the experiment with Sister Sage and Frenchie, but then Homelander finds out about their where are they? Jesus Christ. And then Frenchie basically put Kimiko and Sister Sage into a zinc compartment, hide the duo there, and then Frenchie basically sacrificed himself, and I think he got lasered through his dick, and that's how. And he also like basically locked himself in the room with the radium thing, with the nuclear stuff, the radiation. He's hurting, but then you can see Homelander is like, he did like start blistering, but it's not as bad as when he before the V1. And that's how Frenchie died. He bleed out. Kimiko is there holding, and basically that's the ending to Frenchie. So the only major death in this episode is just Frenchie. Oh, I forgot about Butcher. Oh yeah, Butcher and Huey is being like locked up by the Synapse, and Synapse is like able to see Butcher's mind, and he becomes Reagan's character. I forgot his name. What was his name? Oh man, I forgot his name. Fuck, I forgot. It's Reagan. I'm glad that he's back, but then it's like, that's it. I like that conversation, that whole development arc with Huey and Butcher, and at the end when Huey is like, "Oh yeah, I saw the case with your brother, how you accidentally, or like how you killed your own brother," and basically he's like imagining the crime scene, and Synapse also look at the crime scene, and he got distracted, and Butcher breaks free from the shackles and basically kills him from the back, and by eviscerated him in 2 parts. That's a really cool gore scene, like a really cool death scene for a psychic suit. But again, it's like, where do you get this? Where like we never heard Synapse before, Synapse, whatever. We never see Huey look at true crime scene. I get it. It could be like in between season, right? But like, I don't know. It feels kind of cheap, and like Butcher I get it. If he breaks free immediately, he's probably going to get knocked out by Synapse again. I get that on, you know, how and why he needs Huey to distract him instead of just, you know, like immediately breaks free with his tentacle. I get that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it's kind of a bit cheap. It's a bit quick as well. But yeah, and at the end, the one that finds out Frenchie's dead with Kimiko and Sister Sage is Huey and Butcher, I think. I forgot if I saw. I think Starlight. Oh no. Starlight and MM goes to the Gen V characters to basically bring the survivor of the Fox studio there, and that's basically the ending. Again, the title is misleading. I think the title is like what, the mother's milk, and the man named Mother's Milk, the female and the Frenchman or something like that. And you thought that the trio is going to die. Nope, it's just Frenchie. And it's kind of funny that Frenchie, I almost spoke too soon at the non-spoiler bit when I said like I don't want to get political, because like I get it, the actor has been spouting some inhumane, terrible shit, right? Like about how I think he's like kidnapping like a Palestinian girl or something like that. I forgot what was it. It was a terrible tweet from the actor. I get that, right? But I don't want politic discourse in this video, in this channel, right? So I was just thinking, oh, you know, they just want to kill Frenchie because Frenchie is the only character that's like, I guess doesn't really have a good story, I guess. And it's just like, oh, I don't know. He's just, I don't know, man. Like he doesn't. I like his relationship with Kimiko, but if you look at his story arc, you just can tell that's like, it's just not as good as the other one. I think. And not only that, again, I guess maybe it's also kind of like how he's, you know, like a terrible person in real life, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know, man. But again, it's like, yeah, that's it. Again, it's so disappointing. I have to yap so much here in 27 minutes. Again, it's such a bad episode, and I'm dreading. I feel like the next episode, the finale, is gonna be bad. Oh boy, I cannot fucking wait. But I have to wait until next week, I suppose. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoy listening to me yapping for this long. And if you do, please click like, subscribe, click the notifications bell, and yeah, share your thoughts as well down below in the comment section. Like, what do you guys think about this episode? Do you guys think that this is like the best episode ever, or do you guys agree with me that, like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's so disappointing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.